Hi guys, before I start the review I'd like to thank TuneUp and Aspectus for sending me this software and also allowing me to have a competition which you'll find at the end of this video. This is just a quick note that the system requirements will be shown in an annotation, but you need to make sure you have Windows XP or Windows Vista to run this software. Those of you using a pre-release version of Windows 7 will find that you'll get an error message when you install or update, where it will tell you that the operating system is not supported. This is only at this point in time with the video. It may be possible that TuneUp has released an update after this video that will be compatible with Windows 7. So once the software is installed, you'll find yourself with two shortcuts, one for the main program and one for one-click maintenance. If you go to the Start area, you'll also find it there, TuneUp Utilities 2009, where you'll find the main program and a folder called Utilities. Clicking that, you'll find all the different tools that are located in the TuneUp package. This is very useful if you need to do a quick search inside Windows Vista for whatever you need to do, or you just want one-click access to something that you want to use often. Very useful instead of having to open up the main program and find each one. So let's go ahead and open up TuneUp Utilities 2009. It will basically give me a start page, there we go, with a summary of my computer. It's determining the status, and it's going to tell me that I need to optimize the speed and health of the computer. So here it says speed, it says not optimized. There are 13 recommendations. I'm just going to go ahead and click details. So this is really useful for those who are sort of novice to their computer and they don't know if their computer is running as fast as it can. So it's telling me that it's got a bunch of recommendations. Now, how did it get these recommendations? Well, it asked me a couple of questions, so I'm just going to click change profile to show you. As you can see here, please answer the following questions. Notice that these questions aren't difficult. These are aimed at the novice user, so there's no jargon here. It's just saying, how is your computer usually connected to the internet? Which criteria should be used to optimize visual effects? How many days should a program remain unused? Do you use a printer? Do you use a pen? Do you use the computer to connect to the company network? So this is all stuff that can be done by tweaks for a registry editor, but it's aimed at the novice user because these are safe to change and they will speed up the computer. So very useful for both novice and power users. So that is the speed optimizer and this area of TuneUp Utilities. Now on the left hand side you'll see there's a bunch of different categories if you want to delve deeper into tweaking your system. So you see we've got increased performance, free up disk space, clean up windows, solve problems, customize windows and additional tools. Now notice on the right hand side as I click those, this has a very familiar interface. You may see control panel inside Windows Vista. It looks very similar to that. So here we have all the tools that they're shown before. TuneUp Speed Optimizer, TuneUp Drive Defrag, and also common tasks that are used inside those things. So reduce the size of the registry, show quick optimization. So it's again a very simple interface. As you can see, if we go through all of them, they all look very similar. Now, on the top right you can see we have Rescue Center. So if you ever do anything, or if you muck up something, or if you click something wrong, you just head to that Rescue Center and you can undo anything you've made on your system. You can also go to System Recovery, create a backup at any time, and restore at any time if you ever do anything wrong inside of TuneUp Utilities. So very useful. Not a lot of tools out there provide an undo option. They just let you tweak it and then that's it. So very useful. You can also go into the settings and go into anything else to modify. You can password protect TuneUp if you want, add some integration on the desktop and also with the recycle bin. So for example, if I right click the recycle bin, it tells me do I want to undelete some stuff, which I'll go into later, or go into the shredder. So very useful stuff. And again, we've got some stuff for the Rescue Center. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my 5 favorite tools within TuneUp Utilities, and then I'll show you the one-click maintenance tool. So let's start with the first one, TuneUp Startup Manager. Now some people don't know, but there's a bunch of things that run when your computer starts. Now some of those can be disabled, some of these can be turned off, and this is very useful in showing you that because you can see here it shows me what's starting when my computer starts, and some of them say optional and one says necessary, so I can actually disable these without any problems. And if you don't know what they are, you'll find that there's actually a description area where TuneUp's database will tell you what the actual thing is if you don't understand. Very useful. Now the next one is Disk Space Explorer. This will tell you all the different things that are taking up your hard drive space. So it's telling me that Windows is taking up quite a lot of space on my hard drive. That's the Windows folder. Go into the contents and you can drill down into all the folders to get more in-depth information. Go to the file types to find out if you're for example, have more videos than images or music, and that's taking up the most space, so then you can drill down into that and find which ones are taking up the most space for them. And also go into the top 100 files. So if you have that download that you downloaded about a month ago that's about 1.7 gig or something like that you've forgotten about, you might as well go ahead and delete it from the top file and then recover that space that you'll need for something else. So that is Disk Space Explorer. Very, very useful. Now the next one is TuneUp Styler. This is for those of you who want to get your tweak on. This is for all the visual stuff inside Windows. So as you can see, you can change the boot screen, startup logo, log on screen, icons, and even the visual style. Now these are all things that you'd have to download tools for. You spend a lot of time, there's potential that it doesn't work, but this all works fine inside TuneUp. So if I just give you an example, startup logo, you can see you can have an animated startup for Windows Vista. You can just simply click install and it does it for you. Remember, if you do anything wrong, Rescue Center is there for you. So there's a bunch of options here. You can also go to create your own one or add one that is online. So you go download startup logos from TuneUp Online and you'll find loads that have been done by third parties. Very, very useful stuff, especially for those tweakers out there. Okay, TuneUp Undelete. This is very useful for those people who end up putting stuff in their recycle bin and then emptying it and then needing that software back. That's where TuneUp Undelete comes in. It monitors your recycle bin and then it will recover all files or some of the files that you end up deleting by accident. So this could be a lifesaver for some of you. Now the next one is TuneUp System Information. Now Microsoft does have a built-in tool for system information, but it's not very easy to view and it doesn't have as much information as some tools out there, such as TuneUp System Information. So here you can see I've got my overview and it tells me about my system. Now I can't click Windows because it has my product key and I don't want you guys to see that. So display, it will just tell me all about the display. I'm inside a virtual machine, so it won't give me that much information. We've got memory here, it tells me what's using up. Performance, you can see it's a much more real-time view of Task Manager if you use that a lot. You've got system devices, communications, input-output devices, and drives. So as you can see, they're all very easy to view, easy to use for those of you who aren't very confident with looking at statistics. So that is my 5 favourite programs here. I highly recommend them. If you want to check any of the other ones out, don't forget to go to the TuneUp website where you can download a free 30-day fully functional trial, and then after that, I think it's in fact, I won't give a price because the price may vary in the future from this video. So let's go ahead and show you TuneUp One-Click Maintenance. Now this is the program that's an all-in-one optimization tool. This is very useful because instead of keep going into the TuneUp utilities and finding what you want, especially when you're running it on a regular basis, One-Click Maintenance will do it all for you. So if I double click, it will simply scan my computer. As you can see, correct registry problems, remove invalid shortcuts, free up disk space, and optimize hard disk performance. This is all the stuff we want to do on a regular basis. Now you can go into the settings of this and actually tell it not to do specific things if you don't want, and also you can tell it to perform that maintenance at a specific time. So it'll run itself in the taskbar and then give you a little report as a pop-up. As you can see, it's set to run every Friday at 17:15. So feel free to go and check that out if you haven't already. So this is TuneUp Utilities 2009. It's just a quick review. I am very pleased with the software, very impressed. If I was to suggest it to anyone, it would be for both novice users of computers and also power users, because it contains the tools you need to tweak your system without worrying about losing things, because obviously you have that rescue center there. I think it's well worth the money that you can pay for it, and if I was to give it a rating for the whole product, it would definitely get a 10 out of 10. It's one of my favorite programs that you have to pay for on Windows. Okay guys, so I'm now going to give you the opportunity to win TuneUp Utilities. There will be 2 winners. Now the first winner will be announced on the 16th of August, the second will be announced on the 23rd of August. All details are going to be on Dunk's Web along with what you actually need to do. However, there will be 2 conditions to this. The first one, you must be subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. And the second is that you must be subscribed to Dunk's Web on Twitter. So head to twitter.com/dunksweb, click the follow button so you know who is actually going to win this competition. And if it's you, I'll go ahead and direct message you. We'll get your address, we'll send it off to TuneUp, and they will send you a copy of TuneUp Utilities 2009. So get in on this. If you don't get in on this, then you won't win it. So you have to be in it to win it. So thanks for watching my video. Please comment, rate, subscribe if you like my videos, and thanks again.